So I think I showed this to you before probably, but this is my bookshelf and it's kind of accumulated a lot of random kinds of trinkets and such, and it's also where I keep my SD boys. Um, Originally this top shelf was actually a diorama, and behind them there's still the stove. You can see that. I know it's kind of dark. But I have no other place to put these boys that's safe from my cat. So far, who's running around on the bed, if you can hear that noise, that's her. I mean, so far she hasn't shown any interest in, like, gnawing on them or stealing their wigs or anything, but I'd rather just be safe than sorry. So, they're up here where she can't get to them. So, these little ones down here, actually recently just got them and made a video about them, and they're my little June planning dolls, the ghost children, and they're an ABS plastic though, or maybe it's vinyl, but either way they're not super breakable, so I'm not too worried if Ariel came by and knocked them over. And then of course here's Chinook. He used to be on my bed, but then everything in my bed wanted to like fall behind my bed, so I decided that for safety purposes he was going to move up here with Elefante, who is my elephant who goes everywhere with me. So up here, in case you'd be curious, she's actually a porcelain doll that she was my dumpster dolly for the dumpster dolly challenge. She actually does not have legs. In the future I would like to get her legs or something. But for right now, she's just how she is, and I'm really happy with her, and really like how she ended up coming out. So then up here I've got some props, and of course my Studio Uo frog. My other little Studio Uos usually also sit up there like in front of him, but right now they are in my bag because I want to take some photos of them. This right here is a little girl that I put together from an Obitsu body and a pull-up doll, like DAL or DAL head. I found the pull-up doll at Tuesday morning for like $10, and so I decided to start fiddling with her, and I think she came out really cute, so I put her up here to join these boys. And this little guy I made a while ago, out of like resin and needle felting, so he chills up there. And then there's my boys. Right now I'm not really looking to add any more SD boys or girls, but there's always a chance that if I see the like a doll that just kind of speaks to me, then you know, there's always the chance that I might get it. I know in the past I've been like, okay, I'm cool, I'm happy with what I have, and then like a few weeks later I'll be like, hey, so I ordered another doll. So I kind of learned that I can't really learn to predict, or I can't predict really, who I'll have in the future. But right now though, I am currently happy with having these three. Like, I feel like they're good together, and I don't really see that they need anybody else to kind of make their story work. So here is the Dolly cabinet. Um, Here's where I keep all of my MSDs and most of my small resin ones. So, right now I have 3 coming in that will end up going in here somewhere. I got the mini Lyria, and she actually does have a spot in between Kate and Poppy. Those red bins usually aren't there. They just have some resin pieces in them that I'm currently selling. So I just kind of put them right there, so they're easy to grab. And then the other 2, they'll probably go down here. The one would be replacing my Unoa LB, and the other one would be replacing my what's it called? Soldal Vito Lester. So they'd be reshelled. But I'm still kind of torn about whether or not I actually want to go ahead and sell my LB and my Vito. I'm just like torn. I mean, I'm not going to do anything until the dolls actually come in. But that actually won't be too long. It'll probably be the beginning of next month when they'll arrive. So, but still, I'm just like I'm not going to sell them yet because obviously I want to make sure that the new dolls will definitely work for the characters. But it's also like the actual doll, like, I don't know, I don't like to sell dolls too much. I kind of get attached to them, so, I don't know. And, like, the LV, like, it's hard, but at the same time, especially because, I'm a big Unoa fan, so I'm just like, no. But I mean, with him, like, I think I could do it, but my Soldal Vito Lester, it's a lot harder because he was one of the first dolls that I had, and I actually struggled with him for so long. There was points where I think I hated him. He was just so frustrating, just because, like, I could never get his face to work with me, and like then his wig was always a problem, and I never had the right clothes for him, and he was just the biggest pain in the world. But then eventually, like, I just kept trying instead of selling him, and eventually one day I got him to work, and he just came together, and now he's this really awesome character. But I don't know how I feel about having the Vito in with these guys, just because his aesthetic is so different from everybody else's. And I mean, for some people that might not be like a big thing, but for me, I really like them to kind of look like they belong together in the story. And I think that the doll that I have coming in is going to portray the character as I want him a lot better. But the actual doll itself, though, I just don't know if I'll be able to sell him. I actually already had someone I know offer to buy him if I do sell him, and it's someone that I'd be really comfortable with selling him to. I know that they would treat him like really nicely, so at least that would be something. But I'm just gonna have to see. I was considering moving into Mary Jane's story because I was actually planning to get some Soldal Vitos to go in her story, because kind of like the next doll that I want to get is after like everybody comes in and I kind of get more funds, which probably won't be for a while, but I really want to get a Doll Chateau Matthew, like the full set one, and he's 50 centimeters, and the other males in the story will need to be 50 centimeters as well, and so the Vitos are 50 centimeters, so I figured that having them be in that story would be very good, because they would be the same height as the Doll Chateau Matthew, but I just don't know, because he has a very realistic kind of sculpt to him, whereas Mary Jane and like the Doll Chateau Matthew, they just won't have a realistic kind of like features. A lot also because they're on the Doll Chateau bodies, so I just don't know. I have a lot of thinking to do about kind of who I want to sell and whatnot. But I'm still very happy with everybody. And part of me does, like, I want to get the Doll Chateau Matthew, but then after that I probably will wait to kind of get the other characters in Mary Jane's story. Or I may not even get them, actually. I'm just not really sure right now. But I do want to get the Matthew, because I don't want them to, like, stop selling him, because he's, like, really, really perfect for the character that I want, to go with Mary Jane. And I think I would be actually okay if it was just Mary Jane, him, and, George. So, but, like, the main, because I don't have any, like, dolls, like, they're not even the main characters, per se, in that story, but either way, that's a topic for another time, but, right now, though, I just kind of have to figure out, what I want to do with my Vito. I don't want to sell him and then end up regretting it, and then even if I got another Vito, not be able to make him work, like I got this guy to work. But either way, so that's my doll cabinet, and that is what I'm currently trying to kind of figure out and decide. So I think this video has probably gone on for quite a while, so I'm going to end it here, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.